Shalawam, shalawam. Alright, first and foremost, to the east, all praises be to Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham, Barak, HaKadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us his truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining yourself in this truth. Shalawam to you brothers and sisters. It's your brother Yahawashi Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson. Also to the Israelite that lives amongst the heathen, looking like the heathen, but is indeed an Israelite. Shalawam to you as well. Kwam Yasharahla. Alright. So tonight, really ain't got no topic for this. We're just gonna go into Isaiah the 6th chapter and hit precept for precept. Alright, so let's keep it going, and I'll answer any questions that may come up. Alright, so let's keep it going, man. Shalom to you brothers and sisters. Alright, Isaiah the 6th chapter, starting at the top, and the title is The Holy and Glorious Lord. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is Yahawah of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. And the post of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. Then said I, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips, for my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar, and he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. Alright, so understanding that, man, that was a sign of what's to come. Okay, what's gonna come in the new covenant? Our sins being purged, those new bodies. Alright, let me hit this. Turn this down. Alright, Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi is gonna purge, as it says. He's gonna cleanse our blood. Alright, he's gonna make us clean. Now let's precept that with Daniel, the 10th chapter. Okay. And around verse 16. We'll start at 15. And when he had spoken such words unto me, I set my face toward the ground, and I became dumb. And behold, one like the similitude of the sons of men touched my lips. Then I opened my mouth and spake, and said unto him that stood before me, O my master, by the vision my sorrows are turned upon me, and I have retained no strength. For how can the servant of this my Lord talk with this my Lord? For as for me, straightway there remain no strength in me, neither is there breath left in me. Alright? We are unclean vessels, man. This flesh. We can't be amongst Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi. Okay, the scriptures speak about he can't lay his eyes on sin, right? So when we talk about his eyes being 10,000 times brighter than the sun, right, as the scriptures say, we are talking about the angels being his eyes, reporting, right, going forth, going back and forth. Angels being camped around about us, right, making that report to Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi. So what's done in the dark shall come to the light. Okay, whatever you're doing shall be known. It is known to Yahawah because it's being reported. Okay, at the end of the day. So, we that's why in this flesh it ain't time for us to go yet, right? We have many things to go through, and our blood has to be cleansed. Okay, so that's part of being patient and enduring and maintaining yourself right? Let's get that in Jeremiah. And I believe that's Jeremiah 31, right? But I'm going to just make sure. Jeremiah 33, okay? And let's start at the top. Jeremiah 33 and 1. And I get it in the scripture. And on my way over there, I'm going to start at Jeremiah 31 and 31, and then I'll go to Jeremiah 33 and 1. Behold, the days come, saith Yahawah, that I will make a new What? Let's see. Slack it. Behold, the days come, saith Yahawah, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Yasharahla and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith Yahawah. So this new covenant that's being made is not the law of Moses, okay? Now, the law of Moses will be kept, right? But that covenant we broke. This covenant that we are going into, we are entering into after grace, we will not be allowed to break. Because we will have what? New bodies, everlasting bodies. We will keep the law 100% perfectly. Verse 33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Yasharahla. After those days, saith Yahawah, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. Okay? And who is he speaking to directly to? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He isn't speaking to any heathen nation. Alright, he's not speaking to these other nations. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahawah, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Yahawah. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. So this same thing happened to Isaiah. The same thing happened to Daniel, and what they were saying. So your sin is basically going to be wiped away, right? Isaiah 45 and 17, man, your sin is going to be wiped away. You're not going to be confounded or ashamed anymore for all the wickedness that you did, right? And that's what, according to those that are living correctly and living right at this point in time, it'll be a quicker road for you. Now, if you live in wicked and you don't want to submit, you don't want to subdue your own understanding and come into this truth, then you're going to have to go through pain. And then you eventually still going to come into the fold via reincarnation, reproduction, right? But you would rather take the easy way because you don't want to take the hard way. Believe that, man. All right? So let's take it over to chapter 33, Jeremiah 33 and 1. Moreover, the word of Yahawah came unto Jeremiah the second time while he was yet shut up in the court of the prison, saying, Thus saith Yahawah, the maker thereof, the Lord that formed it to establish it, the Lord is his name. Yahawah is his name. All right? He always, and it's constant scriptures where Yahawah gives you his name. Okay? It's not God. It's not Jehovah. He never says that. All right? He is. He exists. At the end of the day, man, call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. So you have to call unto Yahawah. It's not the Most High. Okay? He never said, that's not his name. His name is Yahawah. Okay? That's the name that he gave us. That's the name that we got to reverence. That's the name that we got to put up, man. All right? What are you saying, Cap? You speaking like a nigga, man. Cap? Okay? That's a lie. All right? Have you read Exodus, the 3rd chapter? Okay? Have you read, Exodus 3 and 15? But that's neither here nor there, because if you can't get that, then you ain't, if the name not resonating with you, You know, we done broke it down many times, okay? Before you even came in this live, and this is the thing about that shit right there. Just coming in here and saying shalom, and you said it with an O, failing to understand, okay? Come in here to what? Argue or debate or whatever that is. We don't do that over here. You should have already checked my page, right? And see that I'm coming in the correct name. Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. We not coming in no fake names, man. Okay? Yahawah is Yahawah. Okay, where's that translation? It's written in stone. It means in the Paleo Hebrew that he is. Okay? IUIC. Oh, y'all already off. Y'all calling the Most High Christ blessed, right? Y'all calling on Jesus still. Okay? You just calling on the Most High. This is the thing you got to understand, brother, because you may be sincere. This is the thing you got to understand. All right? He gave us his name over and over and over. As he's telling Jeremiah his name right now. I'm going to read it one more time for you. All right? Jeremiah 33:2. Thus saith Yahawah, the maker thereof, the Lord that formed it to establish it. Yahawah is his name. Anytime you see Lord, L-O-R-D, capital L-O-R-D, it's Yahawah. I'm off. Okay, well, you can leave then. Okay, I'm not here to teach you. Go, you say you IUIC, go listen to IUIC, bro. Go call on Most High Christ bless and wear dreads and give money to those pastors, man. Okay, go ahead and do that. Go have sex on the Sabbath. That's what y'all preaching over there. So go do that. Don't come over here with the bullshit. If I'm off, you don't supposed to fellowship with the unrighteous, right? So why you even in the live? If I'm off, take your ass on. Okay? Honestly. Because you don't even keep the Sabbath correctly. IUIC, Friday to Saturday. The Sabbath has moved. All right? It's Saturday to Sunday right now, according to the new moon. But your elders would never teach you that over there. All right? Just how they would never give you the correct name. You still calling on the Most High Christ bless. Calling on the Most High ain't gonna get you saved. That's not his name. Proverbs 18:10, man. Matter of fact, man, let's hit it. Let's hit a couple precepts real quick, and then we're gonna get back to Jeremiah 33. Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. What is that name? All right. This dude right here, America is done, Acts 4:12, exactly. It's no other name under the heavens which you may receive salvation by. And that name is Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi. The Father's name is Yahawah. The Son's name is Yahawashi. Okay? Let's go to Proverbs 30:4. These are basic scriptures, brother. What's your name, man? Effin Shin Han Kam Braba. You in here representing IUIC? These are basic scriptures that you're supposed to know, right? Which I know they probably never told you about. Isaiah 30:4. I'm gonna say it twice. Isaiah 30:4. Right? Who hath ascended up into heaven and descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fist? Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? Who did that? Right? These are rhetorical questions. You should know these. What is his name? What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? So what's the name of the Father and what's the name of his son? It's Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. It's not Most High Christ blessed. Understand that. It's not Most High Christ blessed, man. It's Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? Y'all can't tell over there in IUIC. What y'all can tell people to do is have sex on the Sabbath, though. Y'all good with that. All right? Y'all good with profaning the name of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, which he told us not to profane his name. Right? Y'all not reverencing the name. Y'all not calling on that strong tower. Therefore, when desolation, death come to you, man, when all of that come to you, you're going to be unalived. It's over for you. Okay? Because you don't even got that name of protection. That's the first step. Really repenting and being converted. How are you converted? By calling on the correct name. How can you be converted if you're still calling on Jesus Christ? You're still worshiping a name that was given to you 500 years ago. All right? IUIC, man. Hey, Shalawam, brother. Yahawah, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham to you and your household. So, calling on Jesus ain't going to get you saved, bro. Right? So, once again, you can take that IUIC mess and go on with it. Okay? And that's how we know you guys is off over there. Y'all don't produce videos. Y'all don't have YouTube channels. Alright? Y'all wear long-ass hair. And y'all truly don't care about Yahawah, Yahawashi, because y'all don't stand boldly for the name. And y'all be reading out of the Apocrypha. Okay? And yeah, we just got that Proverbs 18 and 10. Y'all be reading out of the Apocrypha. But y'all don't even understand what y'all be reading. So Jeremiah, back to Jeremiah 33rd chapter and verse 3. Let's read it one more time. Call unto me. So you got to know that name to call unto it. And I will answer thee. If you don't call the correct name, he's not going to answer you. And show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Verse 4. For thus saith Yahawah, the power of Yasharahla. That's Yahawah, the power of Yasharahla. Yahweh is not the power of Yasharahla. Yahusha is not the power. Jesus is not the power. Okay? These names are not the power. Right? Jehovah is not the power. Alright? Elohim is not the power. Okay? So, calling on anything else, he's not going to hear you. You just whispering to the wind. Yahawah is the power of Yasharahla concerning the houses of this city and concerning the houses of the kings of Judah, Yahawah, which are thrown down by the mounts and by the sword. And that's another thing. Yahawah means praise Yahawah, right? So for you people that's calling on Yisrael or Yasharahla or all of that, none of that adds up. His name is in that name. Judah, praise Yahawah, right? So once your Hebrew is off and incorrect, everything else is incorrect. Everything else falls apart because you got one piece of the puzzle off. You know, you got like a puzzle piece. You got like a puzzle and you got puzzle pieces and you lose one piece of the puzzle. You'll never fix it. You'll never get the correct image. All right? And I'll get that. I'll get them precepts. You'll never get the whole puzzle, man. Never. And that's what you IUIC dudes is doing. Coming in here talking about I'm off. All right? The brother put Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. And how many captivities we've been in? This is the 7th one. That's complete. This is the last one. In every captivity, we called upon our name. Right? Daniel called upon Yahawah in Babylon. Okay? When the northern kingdom went into the Assyrians, they called upon Yahawah, and they took it upon themselves to venture off into America. Okay? Under the Persians, Daniel once again called upon Yahawah. Nehemiah came back to Jerusalem calling upon Yahawah, building a temple. Right? Under the Greeks, we called upon Yahawah. Under the Romans, we called upon Yahawah. In the land of the Egyptians, our first captivity, we called upon Yahawah. Alright? So in all these captivities that we went in, what did we do? They shall remember themselves. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves and shall know that I am Yahawah, their power. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear. And they shall praise me. How you going to praise somebody if you don't know their name? In the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. Right? And return from their stiff neck. So what did I say? The first part is repenting and converting. And to convert means to return, to change. Right? You got to change. You got to convert. You got to come back to what you lost. All right? Verse 33. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, and they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before Yahawah. Our fathers worship Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. They didn't worship Most High Christ bless. All right? For that brother, man. If he's still in here, which he's probably not, man. Because IUIC, they don't give y'all no backbone. You don't got no backbone. Okay? And y'all doctrine is so easy to break apart. It just crumbles like a cookie that's been in milk, man. All right? And hey, I get that for you, brother. America is done. Ecclesiasticus 17:10. And the elect, exactly, shall praise his holy name. The elect, the remnant, the 144,000 and 1/3 men, women, and children is going to praise the name of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Not nothing else. We're going to stand boldly for the name of Yahawah. Dang, Salaki, I got to put my phone on the charger. But we're going to stand boldly for the name. All right? We're not going to turn away. And we're not going to fall and call on the name of our colonizers, of our captors. All right? So back in Jeremiah 33rd chapter, verse 5. They come to fight with the Chaldeans, but it is to fill them with the dead bodies of men whom I have slain in my anger and in my fury, and for all whose wickedness I have hid my face from this city. Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and I will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. And how are we getting peace and truth through this light, through this truth? Right? We are being revealed the keys to life, man. We are being revealed salvation, right? We are being revealed the steps and the path to walk in so we can escape the valley of the shadow of death. And nobody else gets that but us. As the brother put, you know, the elect shall praise upon his name. That select group is getting revealed. These steps for peace. Everybody wants peace, right? And truth. What comes with that? True happiness. You can have fake happiness right here. You know, you have a house, car, whatever it be, right? But like I was saying earlier, I did a lesson earlier this morning. You still got to go to captivity. You still got to deal with the slave master. You still got to deal with all that, no matter, right? You still got to deal with taxes and all that stuff. So it's just it's a blindfold over you if you get complacent in a slave nation. You get complacent in your captivity, which some of our people do. They get complacent because they get raised up to a certain level with status, and they get complacent. And what is that, man? They dopamine is being triggered, right? They loving the feeling, because that's all it is a feeling, right? You feel like you the man, so that's dopamine running through your body, and you think you the man and you love it, right? And that's what Edom plays on, right? They want you Israelites to be caught up on that, right? You know, and let's keep it going. Verse 7. And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the first. And I will cleanse them from all their iniquity, whereby they have sinned against me, and I will pardon all their iniquities, whereby they have sinned and whereby they have transgressed against me. All right? And precepting that with Isaiah 45:17. Okay? Our blood is going to be cleansed the same way that we was reading in Isaiah 6, that Isaiah was like, I got unclean lips, but he was purified. He was cleansed so he could be amongst Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. We can't be amongst Yahawah or Yahawashi at this point in time because we unclean, our flesh. We can't stand amongst him, right? But once we are cleansed, then we can enter into the congregation. Then we can stand amongst our King and our Father. Then we'll be reunited once again. That bridegroom enter into the wedding, right? What does a bride do before she goes to the altar, right? She gets cleansed. She get clean. She put on the white dress. What does white symbolize? Purity, holiness, purity, man, right? And more so, when we get married in our time, doing it correctly, the woman would be a virgin, so she would be cleansed, She would be clean. You know, nobody would ever defile her. Okay? So that would be yours. That would be your possession. So that pure state. And that's where we have to be. Don't the scripture say he's looking for virgins? Right? And if you just carnal minded, then you ain't gonna understand that. You're gonna be like, well, I had sex. You know, if you just carnal minded, you ain't gonna get it. I mean, pure, man. You ain't being defiled by no strange woman, according to Proverbs 6:23-24. You ain't being defiled by that strange woman. That means that all these doctrines of this world, of this place, Babylon, and the world, is not affecting you. You put all that stuff to the side. And you maintaining your purity. Right? I'm going to read 8 again. And I will cleanse them from all their iniquity. You can't do it on your own. You can't be cleansed. You can't cleanse yourself. You got all these witch doctors and, you know, people that, yeah, I'm saging the house. I'm saging. I'm burning incense. You know, hey, we do that. We burn incense and do things in the name of Yahawah, Shem, Yahawashi. But we know that stuff is not going to cleanse us to the point where we need to be cleansed, like our blood. Okay? We have to be cleansed. And that's only going to come by entering into the new covenant. I shared to the brothers this video of DuPont and how their chemicals is in everything. And that's coming back to the 1950s. They chemicals is in everything. Okay? Even if you got a non-stick pan, if you got a what's that other kind of pan? It's like a non-stick or a non-burn or whatever. And it's basically you cooking in chemicals. And that right there is going into your body. Okay? And that, what is that doing? It's messing up your blood. You know? Teflon. Hey, the water. Yeah, Teflon. Yeah. So those pans and those chemicals, right? And you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to cook with cast iron. But it's still chemicals going into you via the foods. It's still chemicals in your water. It's still chemicals in the air. What you going to do? You going to be Emily Dickerson? You ain't going to go outside anymore? What you going to do? Nah. Right? So either way, your blood is going to be dirty living in Babylon. This place has to be cleansed. And it will be destroyed completely. This place, we have to be cleansed. That's what I mean. We have to be cleansed. Our blood. This is why Yahawah Shem Yahawashi is talking about. Let's read it one more time. Verse 8. Jeremiah 33:8. And I will cleanse them from all their iniquity whereby they have sinned against me, and I will pardon all their iniquities whereby they have sinned and whereby they have transgressed against me. And it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise, and an honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them, and they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it. Thus saith Yahawah again, there shall be heard in this place which you say shall be desolate, without man and without beast, even in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. We, the elect, the remnant, the hopeful elect, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that get it, that understand, that walk in the correct way, we will be used to glorify Yahawah. Okay? He's going to raise us up to glorify him and his name and the Son. Alright? Through men, through us. He's going to show the world. Alright? The people that y'all looked at and y'all put to the bottom, y'all called bums, y'all called worthless, y'all called useless, etc., etc. These people, right, that hit the corners every weekend, throughout the week, that preached over and over, right? These people that you denied, you said they didn't have no truth or none of that, these people is going to get the glory at the end of the day, all right? And everybody else just going to be sitting around like, damn. And what's that? That's Sirach 5th. I want to get that while we on it. And I get that too. I get that before I go over there. Revelations 14 chapter. But it's the ultimate underdog story, you know? Revelation 14:1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and that's Yahawashi. And with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. Getting back to the name. What's the name? Yahawah. So now that IUIC dude gonna say the Most High. That was written in their foreheads. The Most High. Like, what? No, man. Alright? And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters and as the voice of great thunder. And I heard a voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. And what's that song? That's this truth. That's the scriptures. That's the understanding. That's the wisdom. That's the power of this, man. This is the notes. This is what you got to study. This is rehearsal right now. We at practice, right? So you got to learn the lyrics. You can learn the lyrics to Whitney Houston. You can learn the lyrics to Alicia Keys. You can learn the lyrics to Nas, Jay-Z, right? All of them guys. But you can't learn the lyrics to your king, Yahawashi. Come on, man. Priorities. We got to get our priorities straight. Right? Verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. Purity. Getting ready for that wedding. These are they which follow the Lamb, Yahawashi, whithersoever he goeth. Wherever he going, we with him. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto power and to the Lamb. And in their mouth were found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of power. All right, and let's get that word guile. Dollars, craft, deceit, guile, trickery, right? So it's not, ain't no gimmicks being pushed, ain't no lies being pushed, ain't no, you're not trying to do it with no wicked intentions. You're not trying to come up another way. As Yahawashi said, coming up in another order, you're a thief and a robber. Okay, so ain't no guile in the elect's mouth. All right, what's that? John 10:1, let's get it. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber, right? So you can't come up another way. That's guile. You trying to come up another way. Yahawashi said already he gave you the way. He said no man can come to the Father but by me. You got to come through Yahawashi. And if you don't, man, decline. If you don't make his approval, then you just wasn't picked. You just wasn't chosen. At the end of the day, man. You know? And let's keep it going. I'm gonna finish this one up right here. In Jeremiah 33, and we was reading, I'm gonna actually start that. Go back to 10. Thus saith Yahawah again, there shall be heard in this place, which ye say shall be desolate, without man and without beast, even in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, that are desolate, without man and without inhabitant and without beast, the voice of joy and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the voice of them that shall say, praise Yahawah of hosts, for Yahawah is good, for his mercy endureth forever. And of them that shall bring the sacrifice of praise into the house of Yahawah, for I will cause to return the captivity of the land as at the first, saith Yahawah. Okay, in the land of Israel, right, where nothing grows, you know, they over there misusing it and all of that. That land, we're going to be once again in that land. All right? And it's going to be joy. It's going to be peace. All right, let's go get Joel 3rd chapter. but they can't see it, you know? If you can't see it, then you can't see it. Because many would look at it as, what, like a sci-fi movie or something like that, man. But it's the truth. Okay, Joel, the 3rd chapter. And let's start at verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all of the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. And that's talking about them Hamites. All right, Tyre, Zidon, Palestine. The true Philistines are Africans, Hamites, man. You know? Because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border. So what happened? Atlantic slave trade, okay? And all these nations, man, had a part to play. That's why all these nations are really terrified, because the sun is coming back. And they know they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, man. They terrified because they know vengeance is coming. They know what they did to us, okay? You got these Hamites apologizing earlier last year, trying to apologize to us for selling us to the Grecians, to the Greeks, to the Edomites. All right, we don't want your fucking apology. All right, it's too late. All right, you should have never did the shit. It's some things you do that you can't, Yahawah Yahawashi gonna handle it, man. Okay? Because according to Psalms 83, y'all all came confederate together. Y'all all came together and plotted to make us not a nation anymore, man. So it was in y'all mind. You was like, let me get with the Edomites. Let me get with the Arabians, right? Hagarenes, Ishmaelites, okay? All these nations, a lot of these nations got together, man, and plotted. And Yahawah, that's why all these nations is going into captivity. You reap what you sow, right? So that means all these nations is going to get what they deserve. They ain't going into slavery for no damn reason, okay? Verse 7, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them. And what? And will return your recompense upon your own head. You reap what you sow. You're going to get it back on your head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabines, to a people far off, for Yahawah hath spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right, and that time is approaching very soon. You got these weak nations. Look at Iran, man. They got nukes now. Look at North Korea. They have nukes now. Okay? Look at these Hamitic nations. Russia is aiming them, arming them, giving them weapons, giving them tanks, planes, etc., etc. So these weak nations are becoming strong. These weak nations are being lifted up, right? And what I wanted to get out of Joel 3rd chapter was the 18th verse. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth of the house of Yahawah, and shall water the valley of Shittim. So once again, we're going to be in that land. We're going to have understanding. We're going to have wisdom. We're going to have all that. It's going to be flowing through Yasharahla. It's going to be flowing through us again. We ain't going to have to borrow from nobody. Everybody going to come to us and pay tribute. We've been paying taxes. We've been working. Okay? We're going to have all these, you could say employees, slaves, man, servants, handmaids. All right? We're going to have all of that. Okay? Verse 19, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. This place, America, Babylon, for the violence against the children of Judah, for what they did, you reap what you sow, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. but Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood, that I have not cleansed, for Yahawah dwelleth in Zion. Hitting back on the point of Yahawah cleaning our blood. Okay? And we can't do that on our own. We need him to cleanse our blood. You can't do that. All right? It don't matter how much you fast. It don't matter how much you pray. It don't matter if you live in the Himalayan mountains and you don't even touch a city. Okay? The air and all that is still polluted. Okay? It doesn't matter, man. You can't. Bruh, as soon as you come out the womb, you getting chemicals shot up in you. Soon as you come out the womb. Okay? You got certain things. Man, come on, man. You know? So, don't never rely on your carnal self. Don't never rely on your carnal thoughts or your own mind to deceive you, thinking that you can do it on your own. You're going to end up like a Rashad Jamal. You're going to end up like a young Pharaoh. You're going to end up like those guys, man. A nature boy. All right? Look at all these guys, man, getting PDF file cases on them and falling, man, because they wicked. They false prophets. All right? Brother No Light. All right? These guys is done, man. And you brothers that's in the circumcision, Nate's, Alazar's, you know, these guys that's leading camps and things like that, and y'all know better, it's going to be 10 times worse for y'all. Because y'all know better, man. I go get that. I thought that brother put Hebrews. He put Zephaniah. Let's go there. Zephaniah 3 and 8. So, it's because when you know better, you're supposed to do better. So if you know, first of all, if you know you're a Hebrew Israelite, then you know you're supposed to repent and convert. You know you're supposed to walk in the correct way. Especially when you start knowing this truth, you start understanding that you're not supposed to be doing certain things, but you still doing it. Then you truly don't got the fear of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi in you. And that right there, I don't even want to stand beside you. That right there is terrifying. You know? Zephaniah 3 and 8. Alright? Therefore wait ye upon me. And let's matter of fact, let's go up. Alright, I want to start at 3. Let's start at the top. Woe to her. I don't have to put my phone on the charger, man. Dang. Hey, well, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up after this. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. She obeyeth not the voice. She received not the correction. She trusteth not in Yahawah. She drew not near to her power. Her princes within her are roaring lions. Her judges are evening wolves. They gnaw not the bones to the marrow. Her prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. This sounds like Babylon, man. All right? The just master is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. Every morning doeth Yahawah bring judgment. I mean, every day somebody getting unalived. Okay? So he gonna bring judgment. Don't think just because somebody keep getting over on you that he doesn't see it. Alright? They gonna get it. Right? Somebody could continuously do you wrong. Just turn the other cheek, man. You know, don't and avoid them and stay out of that. Right? They gonna get it. Okay? Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi sees it. Alright? And some things are brought upon you for your judgment. Some things are brought upon you, man. You got I was watching that chick, what's her name? Love Dorsey or something. You know, she got a nice little podcast or whatever. She be talking a little bit of some real stuff. But basically, a lot of these women, she was going in on the subject of these women, they like playing the victim. And they like picking a dude that's totally trash, that's going to beat their ass, that's going to cheat on them and all of that, just so they can feel like a victim, right? And they will diss a good dude. They'll run away from a good dude, but run real quick to a bad dude, right? And that right there is a wicked woman being given to a wicked man. A wicked woman. You are what you attract what you put out. Alright? Yeah, she's solid. You know, she's on some stuff, but some stuff she go off. But you know, it's you gotta eat the meat, spit out the bones. So you attract what you put out. So as you change, then guess what? Your appetite is gonna change. The things that you attracted to are gonna change. You're gonna start looking at hood people like, you know, I ain't even into that shit no more, right? I was in the Stater Brothers the other day, and it was this chick, and she was a Judite probably or whatever, man. But she kind of looked Asian, but I could tell that she was Jake. She was just ghetto as hell. And I'm getting my food, and it's like I felt like a demon coming off of her, cause she just loud as hell on the phone, talking blah blah blah, and like she might have low key been attractive if she knew how to carry herself, but that ghetto attitude and all that shit just made her like trash to me, man. It was just like ugh, like, you know. And then that right there is growth, you know, at the end of the day, because you don't be attracted to the same things no more, you know. So, you know, brothers and sisters got to get to there, because what comes with that stuff is chaos, because you can tell it's just red flags poking out of these people, you know. So verse 5, the just master Yahawah is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. I have cut off the nations, their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none inhabited. All right, and this is about to happen to America. I did a video earlier today talking about, it was yesterday, talking about the northern border of America is wide open, right? As a matter of fact, man, let me put my phone on charger, because I don't want it to die while I'm doing this. So, the northern border of America is like 100% open. Now, they was coming through the southern border, but it's been certain laws passed to try to prevent them from coming through and all of that. So the cartels is getting smart, and they like, okay, we just gonna fly you to Canada, and we gonna send you straight into New York because it's easier. So if anybody been tracking and peeping all the migrants that's coming into this country, right? And that's actually going into this point, right? The wicked and the righteous are being gathered. You got many wicked people from these other nations that are Israelites. A lot of people coming out of El Salvador, Venezuela, Chile, Argentina. This is Northern Kingdom. This is Latinos, Native Americans that are coming up and coming into where? Babylon. So when you start looking at it and being like, hey, this is all the scriptures. Why is so many people coming into America? Why is millions of people flowing into America? Because a great feast is about to happen. Meaning the birds, man. Yahawah is about to unalive this place and let the birds feast on this place. Now he's going to bring the righteous, because there's some righteous people coming up into it that's coming here for salvation. And it's a lot of people coming here for destruction, for desolation, right? I have cut off the nations. Their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none inhabitant. I said, surely thou wilt fear me. But they don't fear Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Thou wilt receive instruction, so their dwelling shall not be cut off. Howsoever I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. Our people are wise to do evil, to do good they know not. They are sottish children. Wise to do evil meaning you good at scamming, you good at cheating, you good at lying, you good at stealing, you good at committing adultery, right? You know how these women be, thinking they'll never get caught, things like that. They wise to do evil. You think that you so crafty, Not understanding that you just like the devil, the so-called white man. You falling into the vibration of him. We was never like that. But our people be falling, acting just like the so-called white man because they learning his traits in his nation, in his kingdom. You start acting like them. But when Jake do wickedness, if a brother know that scripture, when Jake do wickedness, it passes the wicked. Jake passes the wicked doing wickedness. So you have a white person doing wickedness and it's like, you know, whatever. They do some white collar crimes. When Jake do wickedness, that shit is 10 times worse. Right? It's 10 times worse. All right? Jeremiah 5:26. Hey, that might be it. Hey, the water. I'm going to get it real quick. And that's because we the salt of the earth. So on the righteous side, we going to produce the best. We going to, do all of that. We going to be the best at everything we do. That means even in wickedness, we going to be the best at it. We God's people, man. We God's people. We Yahawah's people. Jeremiah 5:26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait. As he that sitteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men. Nah, that ain't it. I don't think that's it. Or is that 4? Yeah, that's 5. 5:26. 28. They are waxing fat, they shine. Yeah, that's it. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause and the cause of the fatherless. Yet they prosper in the right of the needy. Do they not judge? They overpass. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. To overpass means to overlap, to overtake, right? So yeah, the water for that, So that's what Jake do, man. And righteousness, that's why, boy, when we get our kingdom, it's gonna be something they gonna love it, man. When the righteous are in authority, right, the people rejoice. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. So it's going to be a time when Jacob is in rulership. It's going to be beautiful. And we can't even imagine it. We could talk about it and the scriptures could tell us about it, but it's certain things, and it's certain things where Yahawashi was like, nah, you ain't getting it all. We got an unction to know all things according to the scriptures, right? But it's so much that it's like it's just going to be there for us and we going to enjoy it all. Right? We could speculate on the kingdom, and that's a beautiful thing to speculate on, but it's going to be 10 times, I know it's going to be 10 times better than what we even feel. It's going to be 10 times better, man, because this shit was so worse. This shit was so bad, And back to Zephaniah 3:7. I'll read it again. I said, surely thou wilt fear me, thou wilt receive instruction. So when Yahawah putting you through a test, he knocking you down, he bringing you low, he really trying to wake you up. He really trying to make you understand and bring you back to him, right? I know, man, brothers been through near-death experiences. I've been through near-death experiences, and that probably was Yahawah trying to wake me up and bring me out of the world, right? When I was in the world. So he'll do certain things to try to bring you. He's going to give you signs. He's going to give you warnings. He's not just going to unalive you, boom. Now, if you continue and you know the truth, like we say, then it'd be like he'd just take you out, right? Like that brother in Modesto camp, right? He kept just going off, doing bullshit. He came to camp one day drunk, He had won the lottery and he was just bullshitting, spending all his money on chicks and just bullshit, man. And being in the truth, right? And Yahawah took him out in one of the worst ways I ever heard, man. Had that brother hit by so many cars, body was split, limbs this way, head this way, etc., etc. Something out of a movie. Literally something out of a movie. All right? But it happened in real life. That's because Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi was pissed off with him, man. And fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You don't want to be on the bad side of Yahawah, where he's that mad at you, where he just give you that judgment, that quick judgment. And it probably wasn't even quick, man. Brother probably suffered. Hold up. Man, I gotta put this puzzle piece in here. Forgot TikTok be on some BS. Alright, let's wrap it up though. So their dwelling should not be cut off, howsoever I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. And that's because ain't no fear in Yahawah, ain't no fear of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi in those brothers and sisters. Alright? And that's the same thing for these heathen. They don't understand the scriptures. They don't know how to fear Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. But when he destroys America and the entire planet will see her burning, they gonna understand that Yahawah did this. And they either gonna bow down or they gonna get destroyed. They gonna get thrown into the lake of fire. Alright, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahawah, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations. And determination, man's goings is of Yahawah. So that's what he's going to do. He's determined to do it, but that's what he's going to do. This is what's going to happen. Right? That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of Yahawah to serve him with one consent. Back to that name, Yahawah. Understanding it, man. All right? Nothing's destroying America. You foolish, man. All right? First of all, don't you see the stock markets crashing? Don't you see all of this stuff? All right? You seem to be a carnal person. What's your name? Doc? Didn't you see Warren Buffett sold half of his Apple stock? All right? All of his Bank of America stock? Do you understand what's going on? Even for you carnal people that follow economics and things like that, you know that there's something going on. You got modern, regular, average-ass Edomites telling you that America is doomed. Okay? But you got average Joe Smoes just coming up in the comments talking about America's not going to fall. You got that spirit. What's that, man? They believe that their houses shall not fall. That's what you on. You think that the America will not fall. All right? Matter of fact, let's get it. They call their lands after their names. I think it's in Psalms. I've been off with the scriptures tonight, man. Oh yeah, Psalms 49 and 11. It is in Psalms. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue. Hey man, the water shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. So their inward thought, what they think about. They believe that America will not fall. Their houses more so go back to the Father, to them. Your house, it ain't no building. It's your lineage, your bloodline. So you got these Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Kennedys, Clintons, Kissingers, all of them. They think that these bloodlines, that Edomite bloodline, the tribes, because they got tribes as well, they think that they going to go on forever, right? German, which is Taman, they think they going to go on forever, right? Look at Klaus Schwab, man. I believe he's of Taman. They think they're going to go on forever. And the Germans are the wisest of the Edomites, right? That's their brain power, okay? And they believe that they're going to go on forever. But, Doc, you're not going to go on forever, man. It's over for y'all, all right? Because once again, for my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So if you don't believe that, then you automatically going against Yahawah. You automatically going against what God said. All right? He clearly said he's going to gather all the nations. Okay? And let's back that up with Revelations 19th chapter. Because what is about to happen, man? A feast. I love this chapter, man. All right? And this will be the last one. Revelations 19, we're going to start at 11. And I'm going to wrap it up. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and that's Yahawashi. That's the King of Kings. And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. So when he's bringing this judgment upon you, understand that it's done in righteousness. It's what you deserve. When he's bringing salvation and bringing doom to whoever, it ain't gonna be no committee sitting back being like, oh, well, they didn't deserve that. Nah, they deserved it. Okay? You've had enough time. Yeah, be like, well, can we get a couple more years? No. You've had enough time. And Yahawashi prayed for these days to be short so we can actually survive it. Because if he didn't, then we wouldn't even survive what's about to take place. Because understanding that Esau Edom is the sword of Yahawah. And understand, they in a trick bag for real. He's going to use the so-called white man to be, in his natural state, be Satan, be that devil, and bring the FEMA camps, bring the troops, all of that, all of this stuff in the streets. The MOTB, the CHIP, right? And the wicked of our people is going to fall right into the trap, all right? And then he's going to destroy that sword, which is Esau Edom, right? With the nukes. And then he's going to use who? He's going to use Russia, China, Iran, all these other heathen nations to take them out. But understand that, and NATO, right? The UK and all of them, which is Edomites as well, and Russians are Edomites as well. Then, right? At the same time, all them places going to get destroyed as well, right? Now, all them armies are going to get destroyed as well. So, and whoever survives is going into captivity. So it's not, nobody's getting saved of the heathen nations. The Russians are going into captivity, even though they sent missiles to America. All right? It's no, oh, y'all did good. We gonna keep y'all. Y'all good. No, it's none of that. They gotta pay. All right? Kind of Valley of, yeah. Yahawashi, right? Jehoshaphat. So the UK, NATO, they gonna send missiles. It ain't, oh, y'all sent missiles to America, so y'all not with the bullshit. No, they going into slavery as well. Because they was with the bullshit for a long time. They still Edomites. It doesn't matter. It's like you got a friend and you know your friend is wicked as hell and you be doing bad shit with him. But then when everybody start looking at him and they be like, oh, he's a terrible person. And you was with him the whole time. But now that everybody looking at him like he a terrible person, you want to back away. And now you want to be with everybody else. Like, yeah, you're terrible. But you was with the nigga the whole time. You gonna get that same judgment, man. You ain't never say shit when he was doing that shit. Man, Salakia. My phone died. But hey, it's back. I didn't even know it could work like that. I thought if it died, the live would go away. Alright. Hey, I'm gonna wrap it up though. Alright, but back to that analogy. You being with somebody that was doing bad the whole time. And just because you stepped away, you still guilty. The law, if somebody steals a car, you get in that car with them and y'all get busted, you guilty by association. Y'all both going to jail. The same thing with murder. You an accomplice to the murder. you know? So these heathen nations, y'all going down as well. All right. And that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, we touched on that. We could finish that chapter, though. Verse 10, Zephaniah 3 and 10. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my supplements, even the daughter of my dispersed, shall bring my offering. In that day shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings wherein thou hast transgressed against me, for then I will take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice to thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain. I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of Yahawah. The remnant, the elect of Yasharahla, shall not do iniquity nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. Once again, having no guile. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. All right. So the remnant, once again, also speaking about them being cleansed, their blood being cleansed in that time. None shall make them afraid. You're going to be at the top of the earth. Nobody's going to be able to make you afraid, including the animals. The scriptures speak about your children being able to lie down in the grass, the bear and the lion lying down and nothing messing with them. Okay? This is all in the scriptures, man. All right? So we will never fear. We won't fear nothing. We ain't going to fear no so-called white man. We ain't going to fear no heathen. We ain't going to fear nothing. We ain't even going to have to teach our brother and sister about the truth anymore, because it's going to be in their inward parts. They automatically going to know, you know. So, hey, that's it pretty much in Salakia about the live going out. Saul Goodman, you incorrect. Talking about, he said, the Who's are the Canaanites and Edomites. How can they be two nations, man? How can they be Hamitic and Shemitic? Right? It be these type of people that don't even need to talk. Alright? But hey, that's neither here nor there. Alright, I'll get that last precept. Matthew 24 and 22. Great tribulation. And then I'm up out of here. Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Exactly, and that's talking about Jacob's trouble, what we about to enter into. So these times, man, are going to be shortened for our sake, right? So we can make it through, because when they say, when the scriptures speak of it being worse than the time of Noah, worse than the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, worse than the time of anything you ever heard about, worse than slavery, right? It's going to be 10 times worse than any of that, right? These are the worst times ever on earth. Jacob's trouble. And we ain't even, we inching into it. But it's about to be fully brought on to us by Project 2025, you know, or whatever Kamala got and the Democrats got, right? And if it even is an election, because we know the migrants are being brought into this country to cause complete chaos. So I believe come around November that it's going to be massive T attacks, which they've already spoke about, all right, which they've already stopped a couple, which are planned. These are psyops. These are events that are already planned beforehand, you know, and we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Satan's device is a T attack that he has planned, all right? He set all this stuff up. It's all order out of chaos. And he creates the chaos to bring order. He creates That's how a snake works, man. That's how this wicked devil works. He creates the problem. Like, he'll put poison in your food. He'll make your water hard, right? And then he'll sell you, I saw this video, what is it? CeraVe or whatever. He'll sell you some damn cream that you put on your face because you got dry skin. But meanwhile, he's causing the dry skin with the chemicals in the fucking water and the chemicals in the fruits and the vegetables. So he's producing that to bring you to another product, and then that product is going to give you some side effects. Then he's going to bring you to another product. Okay, then boom, boom, boom. That's the mechanic scheme. You go to get your oil change, and now your blinker don't work. Right? Then you keep coming back and back and back. That's how pharmakia works. Alright? Yeah. Alright, so man, that's it, man. Alright. Salakia, that's it. So all praises to the east, to Yahawah, Baal Shem, Yahawashi, Baal Shem, Rakah HaKadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. Shalawam to you brothers and sisters. Ate the water cockama for all them precepts, man. Shalawam to you, brother. Shalawam.